Hello everyone. In this video I am going to discuss the definition and concept of matrices and maybe some different types of matrices. So from where we are getting these matrices? Suppose we have two linear equations. Simultaneous linear equation already we have solved. So one equation is this and maybe another equation is this. So what I can do, just taking the coefficient of x and y and putting them in third bracket, so I can write it like 2 comma minus 3 and 4 comma 5, okay, and that thing can be related with 6 and 7, the right hand side part, correct. So using matrices, can I say this is my column of x and this is my column of y, right? So using matrices we can just use the element like this. So now this row and column concept you should have. This is the concept of row. These are my rows, two rows I have, and this is my concept of column. These are my columns. So now if I have to form one matrix such that Aij, I stands for the row number of matrices and J stands for the column number of matrices. So if you have to form Aij such that simple one, I equals to J, I equals to J, and not I equals to J, let's change it to I plus J equals to 2, and if I will take the matrices will be 2 by 2 matrices. So 2 by 2 matrices, how many elements will be there? So I plus J, the performance will be only I plus J, that will be your performance. So first one will be first row, first column. I am not changing my row, I am changing my column only, first row, second column. There second row, first column, and this is second row, second column, right? So I said my performance will be only I plus J. Just check the matrices. So it will be A1 1. So 1 plus 1, this will be 2. As I said, this will be your I and this next one will be your J, right? So next one will be 1 plus 2, that is 3. Again this will be 2 plus 1, it is 3, and 2 plus 2, it is 4, right? So if I show you one more how to form matrices, suppose you have to form Aij, I and J will be 3 by 2. 3 by 2 means this is my row number and this is my column number, and performance will be I into J. That will be my operation, right? So first if I write the matrices, I am not changing, just check first row, first column, it is first row, second column. How many rows I need? I need 2 columns only. How many? 2 columns. So second row, first column, second row, second column, third row, first column, and third row, second column. I have done all the rows and columns, right? Now the performance, as I said, Ij, Aij equals to I into J. So for the first one it is 1 into 1, 1, 1 into 2, 2, 2 into 1, 2, 2 into 2, 4, 3 into 1, 3, 3 into 2, 6, right? So please be very careful about it. Now let's learn some terms in matrices. First term that we are going to learn, all of you understood the concept of row number and column number. First term that we are going to learn, that is comparable matrices. What is comparable matrices? If two matrices has same number of rows and columns, same number of rows and columns. Suppose I am writing two matrices 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So how many rows I have? 2 rows, and how many columns? 4 columns. So another matrix I am writing A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Same, we have 2 rows and 4 columns. Both the matrices I can write like 2 by 4. So this is the way we should represent. This represent that 2 rows and 4 columns. So here both the matrices have 2 rows and 4 columns. So I can say they are comparable matrices, right? Next one, equal matrices. The concept of equal matrices. For the equal matrices, the matrices has to be comparable. Then we can go for equal matrices. After comparable matrices, if their corresponding elements are equal, corresponding elements are equal, comparable and corresponding elements are equal, then I can say the matrices are equal matrices. So from this example, if I make this equal matrices, so can I write A equals to 2, then B equals to 3 and C equals to 4, and I can move on like this. So this is the concept of equal matrices. Next one is I have, that is row matrices. From the definition you can understand only with the matrices, if you have only one row, I can have as many as columns. So I can have, this is the one row and 3 columns. This is only one row is there and 3 columns. Another example I am giving you, 2, 1, 2, 5, 6, 9. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 rows. So 1 row, 6 columns. So this is the definition or example of row matrices. Next one is my column matrices. Like the previous example only you understood, the column matrices will be, there will be only one column. So 1, 2, 3. I'm just keeping it like this. So there is 3 row and 1 column, right? I can have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many rows I have? 5 row and again 1 column. So this is my column matrices. Now my zero matrices. These matrices can be of any order, but all the elements are 0. That's known as zero matrices. Any order but all the elements are 0, that is known as zero matrices. Next we have square matrices. Square matrices is when matrices row number and column number are equal. So that time it's look like a square matrices. So like simple one, for rectangle, when it will be a square, when length and breadth are equal, similar concept if I use. So if row number and column number, if I and J are equal, then it's a square matrices. Easily you can form. So diagonal matrices. Next one, diagonal matrices. Many times you will read that definition. Please read very carefully. Diagonal matrices is if its all non-diagonal elements are 0. First of all, diagonal, when we get the diagonal? When it's a square matrices. So to get diagonal matrices, it has to be a square matrices. And non-diagonal element, this is my principal diagonal will consist this way. So diagonal matrix will form like this is 1, 2, 3 and non-diagonal element, all non-diagonal element to be 0. Okay, so this is known as diagonal matrices. Now next one we will have a scalar matrices. Scalar matrices, for scalar matrices it has to be a diagonal matrices. Okay, so scalar matrices, in diagonal matrices, if the diagonals are equal, the diagonals elements are equal, other elements, as you know, that all the elements to be 0. So in scalar matrices, if the diagonals are equal, diagonals elements are equal, then it's a scalar matrices. Be very careful. Identity matrices. For identity matrices, so what we can write for identity matrices? Identity matrices is a type of scalar matrices where the diagonals are 1. So that's the matrices like 1, 0, 0, 1. The diagonals are 1, right? Similarly for order 3, I can write it like this. So this is known as identity matrices. Now the last one, if I am going to tell you, that triangular matrices. This is another type of matrices. Many times you don't know the name of this. So triangular matrices, under triangular matrices we have 2 parts. One is upper triangular and one is lower triangular. So if I will give you one example of upper triangular matrices. Upper triangular matrices, this is, as I said, my principal diagonal. So below the principal diagonals, all the elements has to be 0. These elements can be anything. So that is my upper triangular matrices. Is it fine? And lower triangular matrices. Lower triangular matrices is whenever this elements 1, 2, 3 remains, this is 4, 5, 6, and top of the diagonals all the elements are 0. So please be very careful. This is the concept of the triangular matrices. All the types of matrices I have discussed over here. If you have any problem with anything, this is 3 over here. Anything, please let me know in the comment box. I will discuss in details. Thank you.